Welcome. Namaste. My name is Babette. Thank you so much for being here, for practicing with me. I hope you have fun with this one. Please have maybe a set of blocks nearby, a practice space, your mat, towel, maybe a little bit of water, but primarily just a moment for yourself to practice. Take a break whenever you need to. You can press pause and come back to the practice. And of course, there's always child's pose for you when you need it. This one will get into your core. We'll be moving all around the mat, working with what is behind us, the things we cannot see. I think it's a very empowering feeling to connect to my body and feel it in space, especially when I cannot see it. So knees, feet, ankles, everything behind you, will be working with that. When you are ready, please come to lie on your back as if you're about to take a nice Savasana. Let your legs lengthen, feet as wide as the mat. Hands can be anywhere from the chest, belly to your sides. Just giving yourself that moment to settle into your space. Of course, we're physically here, but also maybe the mind needs a moment to land as well. You can draw your awareness to the contact points of your body with the floor. Maybe let those areas soften into the ground. Notice any frowning between your eyebrows or a clenching in the jaw. And the shoulders release towards the floor. Take a big breath into your nose. Side out. Sealing your lips, keeping your teeth separated so the jaw remains relaxed. Draw one knee after the other into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe you need to slightly tuck the chin to have the neck nice and long. Tuck the tailbone under to give the low back space. Circle the knees in one direction just to massage through your lower back and sacrum. And then circle it the other way around. Carefully let both knees drop to your right. I call this a sloppy supine twist. Don't worry about stacking the knees. Take a big breath into your nose. Side out. And then on the next inhale, draw your knees back into your chest. A little squeeze, a little hug. And let both knees drop to your left. Sloppy supine. Moving into the low back. Lumbar, big breath in, side out. Knees come back into your chest. We're going to change our pacing here. Feel free to start to fire up Ujjayi breath. Arms reach up to the ceiling, interlace your fingers. On the inhale, take that fist overhead, straighten through your legs. Exhale, knees come in and reach that giant fist over to your right, arms along. Inhale, arms and legs reach away from one another. Exhale, knees in, fist to the left. One more round. Inhale, arms and legs long. Exhale, coil it in, reach to your right. Inhale, arms and legs long. Exhale, knees in, reach to your left. Arms and legs are long, reach. Exhale, release your clasp. Take right ankle over left ankle. Draw your knees in, ankles glued together, lift up. Exhale, rock up, step into your right foot, left foot steps back, use your hands. Lower your left knee, untuck your toes, and inhale, arms sweep up for Vinyasa. Interlace last three fingers or reach through your fingers just to stretch through the front body here. Next, inhale, your arms reach forward, down, and back as you lengthen through your right leg, peel the toes towards you. Reach for the wall behind or even tent your fingers on the floor. Stay low for balance. As you inhale, rebend your right knee, then sweep your arms up to the ceiling, navel to spine. Tuck your back toes, push through the heel, the knee lifts. You're in a deep, high lunge here. And on the exhale, your hands come down, tented fingers or blocks. Inhale, a standing split. Your left leg lifts, let the head drops. You might be thinking, wait, is she crazy? We're 2 minutes in and she's in a standing split. Just let that left leg float as high as feels good. And then exhale, feet together for your forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, find a half lift, flat back. And then exhale, let it go. Inhale, come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, up, hands pose. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms sweep up, get long, push through your feet. Exhale, fold over your Uttanasana, dive over your legs. On the inhale, a half lift, stay as you are, lengthen the heart forward. Bend your knees, your butt scoots back, reach your arms forward and a lower all the way onto your seat, roll onto your back, arms reach up overhead, interlace your fingers. Exhale, knees draw in. Inhale, arms and legs reach, lift the head and chest. Exhale, knees in, fist to the left. Inhale, arms and legs long, reach. Exhale, knees in, fist to the right. Around, inhale, arms and legs long. Exhale, knees in, fist to the left. Inhale, arms and legs long. Exhale, fist to the right. Arms and legs are long. Release your clasp. Left ankle over right. Exhale, knees in, rock back. Inhale, rock up to sit. Step into your left foot. Use your hands. Right foot steps back. Lower the knee down, untuck your toes, and arms sweep up to the ceiling for your Anjaneyasana to stretch through the front body here after a little bit in the core. Speaking of your core, make this come from your core. Release your clasp, arms reach forward, down and back, lengthen to the left leg, toes off the ground. Reach for the wall behind or even tend your fingers on the floor. On the inhale, rebend your left knee, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, tuck your right toes, just push through the heel, the knee will automatically lift. As you keep pushing through that right heel, hello, hip flexors. Exhale, hands come down, tented fingers or blocks, framing the left foot. Inhale, a standing split, right leg lifts. Let your gaze turn back, maybe check out your right toes in the sky. And then exhale, feet together at the top of your mat. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, push through your feet. And then exhale, hands to your heart. Next inhale, both arms sweep up. Exhale, fold over your legs, fully breathe out. Inhale, a half lift. Bend your knees, your booty scoots back, arms reach forward and a lower onto your seat, all the way onto your back, arms up overhead, interlace. Exhale, knees in the chest, we're gonna add on. Inhale, arms and legs long. Exhale, knees in, fist to the right. Inhale, reach, arms and legs away. Exhale, knees in, fist to the left. Inhale, reach them away from one another. Exhale, to your right. One more time, inhale, arms and legs long. Exhale, to the left. And inhale, arms and legs long. Release your clasp. Right ankle over left, knees draw in, rock back. Inhale, rock up to sit, step into your right foot. Use your hands to step the left foot back. Lower the knee down, untuck. And inhale, your arms sweep up overhead. Anjaneyasana, second time on this side. Next inhale, release your clasp. Arms reach forward, down and back. Lengthen through your right leg, reach or tent. Inhale, rebend your right knee, arms sweep up overhead, navel to spine. Exhale, tuck your left toes, push to the heel, the knee lifts. Find that deep high lunge. And then open up to your warrior two. Your left heel dials down. Find your feet. Arms on the horizon. Inhale, flip tip, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, find half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Right hand can be tented, it can be on a block. I scoot back here a little bit because I don't want to land in my plant. But you cannot see it above you unless you're looking up. But whatever it is you're reaching for with top arm, top leg, really reach for it. Maybe right hand floats up to your chest as you're reaching up more than you're leaning on anything below you. Then on the exhale, take your hands down. Step the left foot to the top left edge of the mat. Right foot to the top right edge. And then have a seat in your malasana, your yogic squat. You are more than welcome to sit on the block, of course. Maybe close your eyes, lengthen the heart forward, and your sit bones towards the floor. As you smooth out your breath, if you're sitting on the block, please remove it so you can lower onto your booty and roll onto your back. Arms reach up overhead, heel toe your feet closer together. Last round, knees into the chest. Inhale, arms and legs long. Exhale, knees in, fist to the left. Inhale, arms and legs long. Exhale, fist to the right. Inhale, arms and legs long. Exhale, take it to your left. Reach them away from one another on the inhale. And exhale, last time to your right. Inhale, arms and legs long. Release your clasp. Left ankle over right. Knees draw in. Rock back. Rock up. Step into left foot. Right foot steps back. Lower knee down on tuck. Arms sweep up. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Open front body. Stay with your breath. Next inhale, reach your arms forward, down and back. Left leg lengthens. Peel those toes off the floor. Reach or tent. And then inhale, rebend your left knee. Weight comes forward. Arms reach up overhead. Tuck your back toes. Push through the heel. Knee lift. Find your high lunge. Open that up to warrior two. Right heel dows down. Arms on the horizon. Let's inhale, flip tip, reverse. Exhale, half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Tented fingers block. Left leg stays down. Right leg floats. Fiercely reach up, navel to spine. Support yourself here by engaging your core. Kick that top heel up, top leg and top arm are holding you up. They're not holding you back. Maybe bottom hand floats. Find another breath. And then take both hands to the floor. Step that right foot to the top right edge. Left foot to the top left edge. And find your Malasana, round number 2. And breathe. Maybe close the eyes. Find one more breath. And then take your hands to the floor. Hips come up, face your toes forward. A little ragdoll might feel nice here, a little sway. And perhaps set an intention for your practice. Doesn't have to be anything esoteric or grand. But a reminder for why we're here can literally turn into the red thread of your practice, the frequency of your practice. Then take your hands to the floor and step back into a plank pose. Things to think about in your plank. Try not to just hold yourself up, but really push the mat away. The back of the heart will open to the ceiling. Tuck your tailbone and you can really knit the ribs in right below the sternum. Core is wildly engaged. Stay in your plank here. On the exhale, draw your left knee into the chest. Continue to look between your thumbs. Inhale, turn the left knee out and lengthen, hover. Twice more. Exhale, knee to the chest, to the left. Inhale, lengthen, hover. Exhale to the chest, to the left. Inhale, lengthen, hover. Feet together, plank to your downward facing dog. Pedal out through your feet. Do what feels good. Something I like to work with, especially in a first down dog. Just let go of what you think it should look like. Forget about alignment. Just do what feels good here to open yourself up into this downward facing dog. Small head bobble, perhaps a little pedal out in the feet, sway in the hips, wag in the tail. Spread wide through your fingers. Press all 10 fingerprints, especially index and thumb, into the mats to stay out of your wrists. So your neck, your cervical spine, it's only 5 vertebrae, but it is part of your spine. So articulate it as well in your spinal waves. How? I'll guide you through it. On the inhale, lift your heels and hips, look back at your knees or belly button, dome the spine forward to plank. Think cat spine, and once your shoulders are over the wrist, lengthen the neck and look down. Exhale, bend the knees, they almost touch the floor, pull your hips back, look forward. And then as you draw back to down dog, let your gaze be the last thing to turn backwards. Twice more. Inhale, heels and hips lift, looking back, dome it forward, push down as you go, lengthen through the neck. Exhale, hips draw back, and then let your gaze be the last thing to turn. One more time, inhale, up and over, push, 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 push. And then exhale, draw it back to your downward facing dog. Big breath in through the nose. Side out. Inhale, come forward to your plank pose. Keep pushing down, tuck that tail. Exhale, right knee to the chest, to the right. Inhale, lengthen, hover. Exhale to the chest, to the right. Inhale, lengthen, hover. Exhale to the chest, to the right. Inhale, lengthen, hover. Feet together, plank to downward facing dog. Smooth out your breath. Vinyasas can be that spinal wave that you just did. Or inhale, come forward to plank pose. And exhale, lower your knees down, but keep your toes tucked. Arc your back, cow spine. Inhale, shoulders come forward, elbows bend back. Tap the chest and chin down for your Ashtangasana. Untuck your toes, push into your palms, slide forward, low cobra. Maybe a high cobra. And then exhale, all fours to your downward facing dog. Or option 3 is Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale in that same plane, shoulders forward, elbows back, halfway down to your upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath into your nose, side out. And then do take a moment, child's pose, or sit up on your shins. Take a beat. All right. So a little animal flow inspired. Just want to reiterate, this is not an animal flow. I mean, also these movements have been around since, just want to make sure I'm still recording. Yes, we are. This kind of movement has been around since, I think, the dawn of humanity, civilization. So think about this moving from your core, not so much your joints, your wrists, your ankles. Being light in your joints means we're engaging more on the core. We're instigating movement from the core. Can take a couple rounds to find it, but I hope you enjoy. All fours on the inhale. Feel free to take a vinyasa or no vinyasa to down dog, your choice. And then when you get back to downward facing dog, please step your feet a footprint closer to the wrist. Separate them as wide as the mat, your feet that is, for a shorter, wider downward facing dog, as I'd like to twist you first before we get going. Pushed through your heels, weight transfers into the legs. Take your left arm underneath the cross to the outer right ankle, calf, or thigh, whatever you can hold on to. Peek underneath the armpit. Push through that left heel and right palm in opposite directions. Big breath in. Side out. Switching sides. Left hand lowers to where you found it. Right hand goes underneath the cross to the outer left ankle, calf, or thigh. Push through that right heel, left palm. Big breath in. Side out. Then lower that right hand down. Step back to regular down dog. And lower to hands and knees, a tabletop here. I like to shorten my tabletop by walking my hands in a little closer. Tuck your toes, knit the ribs in here right underneath the sternum. Hollow out the belly, back of the heart to the ceiling. Lift your knees off the floor. We're going to break it down. Inhale, your chest turns to the left, heels turn to the right. Left hand off the floor. Now anchor through your left heel so you can kick your right leg in front of left. You can use your left hand on left knee to support or reach the arm up. And on the inhale, swivel back around, hovering tabletop. Gonna take it to your right. Chest turns to the right, heels to the left. Kick your left leg in front of right, squat back. Make sure your right heel is down. Hand to support or arm up. Inhale, hovering tabletop. One more time, both sides. Exhale to your left, right leg kicks in front of left. Inhale, hovering tabletop. And then exhale to your right. Left leg kicks in front of right, left heel down. Sorry, right heel down. Inhale, hovering tabletop. One more time to your left. That right leg threads in front. Keep your right leg off the floor as you bend the knee. Dial it back around to a one-legged tabletop. Left knee down, untuck your toes. Swing your left toes a bit to the left. Reach your right arm up and back. Find the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Give your tail a little push, a little pull. Carefully let that tail go as you swing the leg all the way to the front. Straight leg, left toes dial back, and you're back in a half split. Frame the foot this time, or the leg. Lift the chest, look forward, and then bow down. Take a moment. Big breath in, side out. On the inhale, walk your hands back and drop your booty onto your left heel. With or without hands, so you can draw that right lower leg next to left. I need to pull the toes back with my hands to sit on the shins here in your Seiza or Vadrasana. Take a moment, slow down your breath. And then we'll take that on the opposite side. Inhale, all fours, tabletop. Maybe shorten it, push down, back of the heart to the ceiling. Tuck your toes, the knee lift. Going to take it to your right first. Chest to the right, heels to the left, kick the left leg in front of right. Inhale, hovering tabletop. Exhale to your left, right leg kicks. Inhale, hovering tabletop. Exhale to your right. Inhale, hovering tabletop. Exhale to your left. Hovering tabletop, inhale, one more time to your right. Exhale, left leg in front of right. Keep your left leg off the floor. Bend the knees so you can spin around to a one-legged tabletop. Right knee down and untuck those toes, please. Right foot swivels to the right. Left arm reaches up and back. Find the tail. Go for a little push. Big breath in, side out. Carefully let that left leg go. Swing it all the way around to the front. Your right toes will dial back. Find your half split. Maybe fold over. Big breath in. Side out. Inhale, walk your hands back. Drop your seat on your right heel. Coming up right, swing that left leg around. Peel those toes back so you can sit up on your shins in Vadrasana, your Seiza. Big breath in, side out. All right. You stay where you are. I'm just going to switch sides so that I think we're still rolling. Awesome. You can see what it is that I'm doing. From your Vadrasana, please come to sit up on your shins. To downward facing dog, please take a vinyasa of your choice as you see fit. So I'm going to twist you in a bit of a funky way. And we're going to do what we just did a moment ago in our downward facing dog. Actually, I am going to switch. You stay again where you are. All right, beautiful. On the inhale, from downward facing dog, come forward into a plank pose. Side plank into your left hand, feet stack, right arm up. Step your right foot in front of you like a kickstand. It's a supported side plank. Then step your left foot next to your right foot, inner hips width apart. Lift your hips and reach your right arm overhead. Hello, plant. Inhale, right hand lowers down underneath your shoulder. Left foot steps back, right down dog split. Exhale, a fallen triangle to your left. Left arm up. Keep the right leg afloat though. And then bend your left knee and your back in that little squat. Inhale, a right down dog split. Maybe from dog split or from down dog, your choice. Side plank into your left hand. Right arm reaches up. Step your right foot in front of you like a kickstand. Left foot next to right, inner hips, it's funky. Lift your hips, reach your right arm overhead. It's kind of like wheel meets rock star. Inhale, right hand down, left foot steps back, right down dog split. Exhale, fallen triangle, but keep your right leg off the floor. And then bend your left knee and squat to the back of the mat. Inhale, your right down dog split. Exhale, step your right foot through between your hands. Inhale, all 10 toes to your right, boomerang twist. Let the hips dip, reach back. And then your bottom leg here, your left leg. Bend the knee, draw the leg in underneath and have a seat. And you're facing the right long edge of your mat. Take your right hand behind you like a kickstand. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, twist. Taking a moment to slow down your breath. Heart opens to the back of the mat. Take another big breath in, side out. Inhale, counter twist to your left, bow to the front of the mat. Looking over your left shoulder, spin around to a wide forward fold facing the left long edge of the mat, maybe widen your stance. Find a small half lift. Exhale, give your left leg a hug, wrap yourself around the ankle, calf, thigh, whatever you can hold on to. I like to let my head rest on my right bicep like a little hammock here. So you can rock weight into the front of your feet, and to get very specific, lift your right hip and lower the left. Without a slingshot effect, let your left leg go and inhale, turn over your right leg, runner's lunge. Heel to that right foot to your right for a high lizard here. Stay with your core as you draw that right leg back, tap the right ankle over left ankle, cross-legged plank, and then step that right foot in control to the outside of your right hand. On the exhale, lengthen through both your legs, let the head drop. We'll do that twice more. Inhale, rebend your right knee. Exhale, right leg draws back, stay in plank, tap the ankle over left. In control, right foot steps next to the right hand. Inhale, lengthen through both your legs, let the head drop. One more time. Inhale, rebend your right knee. Push down, stay in plank. Right leg goes back, ankle tap. Exhale, step right foot to the outside of the right hand. Inhale, lengthen, let the head drop. Inhale, rebend your right knee and lower left knee down. Untuck your toes, look forward. Sweep your right arm forward, up and all the way back. Find your tail. Give yourself a little heart opener here. Stay on your left palm or onto your left forearm. Turn your heart up to the ceiling. And maybe find a big breath in through the nose. Side out. Mindful here. Let that back tail go if you have it. Come onto your palms if you're on forearms. Tuck your back toes. Lift the knee. Look forward and step that left foot to the outside of your left hand. Find your malasana round number 3, if I remember correctly. Take a moment. Hands come down, hips come up. Heel toe your feet underneath you. Find a half lift. If you want to explore crow pose, you can. If you want to step back or jump back, you're more than welcome to. Crow, feet together on the tippy toes, knees turn out into the armpits or on the bony plate above the elbows. Look forward, weight goes into the fingerprints, bringing your big toes to touch to lift the heels. Find your breath, keep pushing down. And then you can step back, take a jump back, float. I'm being mindful with my shoulders as I'm still working with a little bit of my bicep tendonitis to your downward facing dog. Awesome. Big breath in, side out. Take a moment, child's pose, or sit up on your shins. I'm going to swap sides. All right. So some perhaps maybe unusual movements. The thing is, yes, our brain remembers things, but so does your body. Apparently your body remembers everything you've ever experienced. So I'm very passionate about exploring moves, perhaps not the traditional, but inspired by the traditional. Yeah, I just always want to check my recording here as I've had some technical difficulties. All right, we're still rolling. Inhale, force to down dog. Take that vinyasa of your choice or none at all. And I'm reaching your downward facing dog. Stay with your breath. Inhale, come forward to your plank pose. Exhale, side plank into your right hand. Left arm sweeps up. Step the left foot in front of you like a kickstand. Right foot steps next to left. Try to take inner hips width apart. Pushing through your heels to lift the hips. Take your left arm overhead. Push through your right palm. Inhale, left hand lowers, right foot steps back, left down dog split. Exhale, find the fallen triangle, left leg to the right, but keep the left leg afloat. Right arm up, bend your right knee, squat to the back of the mat. Inhale, left down dog split. from dog split, or take your left foot back to down dog, side plank into your right hand, left arm up. Exhale, step the left foot in front, kickstand it, right foot next to left, push through the heels, lift the hips, open it up. And then I'll inhale, left hand lowers, right foot steps back, left dog split. Exhale, fallen triangle, left leg stays afloat. And then bend your right knee, squat to the back. Inhale, a left down dog split. Exhale, step the foot forward and through. Inhale, boomerang twist, all 10 toes to your left. Dip the hips, reach your left arm back. Bottom leg, your right leg. Bend the knee, draw it in, have a seat. Setting up for a seated twist. Left hand goes behind you, kickstand it. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, twist. Find another moment. Big breath in for space. Exhale to deepen. Counter it to your right on the inhale, corkscrew open. Pushing into hands and feet, lift your seat, dial it around to the right long edge of your mat. Maybe heel toe your feet a bit wider, find a half lift. Exhale, give your right leg a hug. Whatever you can hold on to. Try not to swing your booty too far back. Relax your face. Letting your right leg go without a slingshot. Turn over your left leg, runner's lunge, and heel toe left foot to the left. Find lizard. Stay with your core. Don't try to lift your hips too high. On the exhale, draw your left leg back, tap it over right ankle. And then in control, step that left foot back to the outside of your left hand. Inhale, lengthen through both your legs, head drops. And we'll do that twice more. Inhale, rebend your left knee. Exhale, left leg draws back, tap it over ankle. Inhale, step it forward to the outside of the hand. Exhale, lengthen through your legs. You can be on blocks. One more time. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, ankle tap. And then step it to the outside of the hand. Inhale, lengthen. Inhale, rebend your left knee, right knee lowers and untuck your right toes. Sweep your left arm forward, up and all the way back. Find your tail if you want. Inhale, open the chest to the ceiling. Come onto your right forearm if you want. Turn your heart up. Big breath in. Side out. In control, let the tail go. Come onto your palms. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee, and then step that right foot to the outside of your right hand, finding your Malasana, round number 4. Maybe you already want to start to decide how you want to travel back to downward facing dog. Hands come down, hips come up. Maybe a step back, jump back. Maybe crow or crane, straightening through the arms. Or perhaps crow, crane into your tripod. I like to take it into the armpits from there as your head is a little closer to the floor. Start to look down, looking back, crown of the head lowers. Knees drawn to the chest, hips pull back, steady breath. And then you can start to lengthen through your legs. Keep using your fingerprints, navel to spine, and gently draw your heels to the wall behind you. If you're in down dog, maybe take a child's pose. We'll be with you in a moment. If you're in tripod, you can come back to crow or teeter your legs back by sending the hips back. And then maybe you want to jump back to your chaturanga. I'm going to go through a cobra to downward facing dog. Big breath in, side out. And then do take your moment. Child's pose or sit up on your shins. All right. So we've moved through your hips quite a bit just to prepare for our main standing wave. Sip of water, not too much. You might have a too full belly of water, so be mindful not to gulp too much. So you can keep that breath steady and smooth. All right. I'm just going to double check. We're still going. Yes, it's very sunny here in Brooklyn, so I don't see so much in my screen. Right, all fours to your downward facing dog. Please insert any null vinyasas. I want to give you that time as, I'm nourishing, nurturing a little sore shoulder. And that's yoga too, knowing when to back off, when to modify, looking after yourself. When we're all back in down dog, please draw your big toes to touch and inhale, float your right leg off the floor. Exhale, step it forward and through. Inhale, find boomerang twist. One more time. All 10 toes to your right, dip it. Using your feet, hands push down to turn up and over your right leg. Triangle pose. Left heel takes a 180. Now you want to push down through the right foot to stay out of your ankle, knee. And then you can always lift up. You can always, of course, stay low to the floor. 9 out of 10 times I see triangle get taught from reverse warrior, which is a lot of gravity helping you out, and here you're literally resisting that gravity. Continue to push down, bend your right knee and your inside angle. Hand can come on the ground or forearm to thigh. Use a block as you wish. Left arm can reach up or over your ear to the wall that is overhead. Stay connected to that left foot. As you push down, inhale a warrior two to reverse warrior two, reverse triangle. And then exhale, warrior two, your arms come on the horizon. Turning up and over your left leg, inhale Skandasana, left toes turn out, hands can come to heart, kickstand it. You don't have to go that low, but do keep your left heel on the floor. Turning up and over your left leg in a runner's lunge facing the back of the mat. And then a standing split, tented fingers or block, let your right leg float. Maybe this is enough. Or take your left hand to the left ankle. I like to look down and scoop the forearm across the calf. Perhaps this is where you want to be, or continue to look down. Right ankle, hand can come to the left ankle. Keep breathing, keep lifting. Pull yourself in close. And then step that right foot next to the left foot, finding your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, come up for air. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, up hands. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms reach up, full breath in. Exhale, fold over. Heel toe your feet shoulder width apart, so a little wider than inner hips. Take both your hands to your left, and in the same spot, pivot around until you're facing the front of the mat, and you should be in a cross-legged forward fold with your left foot in front of your right. And if you're like, I don't know what just happened, find a cross-legged forward fold facing the front of the mat, left ankle in front of right, maybe on blocks, let the head drop. Pushing into your right heel and big toe mount, you feel a lot in that IT band. Inhale, a half lift, tented fingers or blocks underneath your shoulders. Your right hand stays down, your left hand grabs the pinky toe edge of your right foot behind you, and then bend your right knee, draw that tail up and back, maybe a little push, maybe a little pull. Maybe start to look forward, pulling the knee up to the ceiling for your revolved half moon with tail grab. Now keep your right foot in your left hand. Bend the left knee. Look forward and up to come up to stand. Right arm reaches up to the ceiling. Maybe this is enough, or for revolved dancer's pose, keep reaching for the ceiling with your right hand. And then start to turn your right knee back and up to the ceiling. Push and pull, push and pull. Keep reaching up. Go for one. Go for two. And then carefully let the right foot go. Pull the right knee to the armpit, right armpit, left hand to left hip. Peace fingers of your right hand go around your right big toe. Maybe you just want to come up to stand. Or Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana B. Extend your right leg out to the right. Superhero on the heart. In control, let your right leg go and swing it over your left leg. Eagle wrap in the legs. And take your left arm over your right arm, hug, half or full. Stick your booty back to fold over your right thigh for sleeping eagle. Start to look down, breathe into your lower back. Keep your eagle legs, hands come down. Inhale, walk forward to eagle, downward facing dog. The left leg is on fire, let it sing. Transition your eagle down dog to figure four down dog, aka right ankle over your left thigh, flex your right foot. Keep that figure four, side plank into your right hand, left heel dials to the right, left arm up, push, push, push. Then bend your left knee and squat to the back of the mat. Left hand grabs the pinky toe edge of your right foot, straightening through both your legs, opening up to Vishwamitrasana 2 or fallen triangle. And then let that right leg go, roll and fallen triangle. Exhale, look down and lower your right booty cheek to the floor. As you are, step your left foot over your right thigh, toes face the front of the mat. Walk your hands forward until you're lying on the outside of your right thigh and on your forearms. Awesome lizard variation. If you want to transition to baby grasshopper, I like to come to palms. Some people like to stay on their right forearm. Reach your left hand in front of your left shin, thumb faces back, and find the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Now you want to transfer your gravity of the chest forward to push into your left foot and right hand to lift off the ground. Then take your seat back down. Bring yourself upright. Left hand goes behind your seat. Bend your right knee, foot plants to the floor. You're in a figure four seat. Inhale, lift your hips, reverse tabletop, figure four addition. And then lower your seat back down to the ground. Both knees drop to your left. That is the back edge of your mat. Slide your left foot off your right thigh. Inhale, your right leg swings to the back of the mat, straighten it. Left hand goes to the top of the mat. Use your left obliques to prop yourself on your left shin. Right arm reaches up and you're in a supported side plank. I'm going to scoot up a little bit. Right arm up, lift your right leg, bend the knee, go for yogi toe lock. Peace fingers of your right hand around your right big toe. And then try to kick your right heel straight up to the ceiling for this supported side plank variation. Then swing your right leg to the front of the mat, left toes dial back, mindful there. Half split round number 27. Maybe you want to transition that into your Hanumanasana, aka a fuller split. You can stay up, breathing into hip flexors and quads of the trailing leg. You can fold over for your hamstrings of your leading leg. Find a big breath in, side out. And then if that leg is long, long-ish, bend the knee, draw the leg back. Frame your foot, tuck your left toes, lift the knee. Yogi toe lock, peace fingers around your right big toe if you want. Vashisthasana, side plank. Into your left hand, take the foot, stack it, tree, anything at all. And then take that back around to your right, down dog split. One-legged vinyasa, regular. If you have a chin stand, rock it out to your downward facing dog. Big breath in, side out. Take a moment. And then child's pose, or sit up on your shins. I'm going to dial it around. All right. Second side in a moment. Slow down your breath. All right, next inhale, horse to down dog. Feel free to insert a vinyasa of your choice or forgo. All right, big toes to touch. Inhale, float your left leg off the floor, dog split. Exhale, step it forward and through. Right hand stays down, boomerang twist. Inhale, all 10 toes to the left. Maybe let the hips dip. From your core, turn up and over your left leg, triangle pose. Your right heel takes a 180, push down to come up. And this way, the more you push down, all that energy is going to come back into your legs as support. It's spaciousness through the joints, it's strength through the joints, not a forcing through your joints. All coming from your core and by pushing down. Continue to push down even though we're going to go lower here. Bend your left knee. Side angle. Hand can be anywhere where you want. Right arm can reach up. You can reach it over your ear to the wall that is overhead. Staying connected to the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Push it down. Inhale, push down to come up to warrior two, to reverse warrior two, a reverse triangle. And then exhale, warrior two, arms on the horizon. Up and over your right leg. Inhale, skandasana, turn the toes out. Maybe hands to heart. So yeah, if the heel is off the floor, you're primarily just in a deep knee flexion. We want to get into your hips. Turn up and over your right leg, runner's lunge facing the back of your mat. And then inhale, a standing split, aka your left leg lift. That can be untended fingers or blocks. Let the head drop, look at that left foot in the sky. Stay where you are, or perhaps turn your gaze down, right hand to a right ankle, glue it around. Maybe if you want, let the left hand follow for your standing split with both hands holding on to the standing leg. Breathe. And then take your time to step that left foot next to your right foot. Forward fold, back of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, come all the way up. Push through your feet, Urdhva Hastasana up, hands. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms reach up, full breath in. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, half lift and heel to your feet, shoulder width apart. Both hands this time go to your right. A swivel, pivot onto your feet facing the front of the mat. And hopefully you're again in a cross-legged forward fold, or right foot in front of left. Make any adjustments if you need. Let the head drop. Inhale, half lift, tended fingers or blocks. Your left hand stays down this time. Right hand grabs the pinky toe edge of your left foot. That is the one behind. Bend the knee, draw the tail up and back. Go for a little push, a little pull. Maybe looking forward, arcing in the back. Keep the tail. Gotta bend your right knee to keep all of that safe. Look forward and up to come up to stand. Left arm up to the ceiling. Maybe this is enough for you. Or for revolved dancers, keep pushing down through your right foot, keep reaching up through the left hand, and find that tail, push, pull. So you're pushing the foot into the hand, and you're pulling on the foot with your right hand. In control, let the tail go. Left knee to the left armpit, right hand to right hip. Peace fingers of your left hand go around your left big toe, and maybe you just want to be upright here. Or perhaps kicking your left heel over to your left. Uttita B, the leg doesn't have to straighten. Find that superhero on your heart. Whoops. Swing your left leg over your right leg, letting the toe lock go. Eagle wrap. Right arm over left arm. A teddy bear hug, half or full. Stick your booty back to find your sleeping eagle, folding over your left thigh. Gaze starts to turn down. Breath in the low back. Keep your eagle legs, but uncoil your hands. Walk it forward for your eagle downward facing dog. Breathe into that right leg. Transition eagle down dog to figure four down dog. Left ankle over right thigh. Push your booty back. Now flex that left foot. It keeps things in place and safe. Swivel your right heel to the left, figure four side plank, right arm up. And then exhale, bend your right knee, squat to the back. Right hand grabs the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Inhale, straighten through both your legs. Vishwamitrasana 2, or fallen triangle. And then let the left leg go. If you had it, find fallen triangle. Lower onto your left booty cheek in control. Right foot swings around, step it over your left thigh, facing the front of the mat. Maybe scoot back a bit. Walk your hands forward until you're on your forearms and on the outside of your left leg. And maybe you just want to breathe here. If you want to try, play with baby grasshopper, coming onto your palms, maybe on the left forearm. I don't think that's easier. But if you take the left hand, take it a bit an angle out. So there's a 90-degree from shoulder, elbow, wrist. Find your right hand in front of your right shin, thumb faces back. Grab the pinky toe edge, look forward. Step into your right foot to bring the weight of the chest forward, lifting your seat. And then lower yourself back down, coming up right. Both hands go behind your seat. I'm going to scoot to my top edge because I have this wonderful table here. Bend your left knee, plant the foot into the floor, and in a figure four seat. Inhale, lift your hips, figure four, reverse tabletop, push into your palms, and then lower your seat back down to the floor. Both knees drop to your right. That is the back edge of your mat. Slide your right ankle off your left thigh. Swing your left leg to the back of the mat. And your right hand to the front of the mat. Prop yourself onto your right shin. Reach your left arm up. And then lift your left leg off the floor. Bend the knee. Find yogi toe lock around your left big toe. Kick your left heel up to the ceiling for that supported side plank. A spicy addition. Swing the left leg all the way to the front, right toes down back. Find yourself in another half split. And maybe you want to explore finding a fuller split here. I don't really like the word full split as there is a lot in between. See if you can point through both toes, all 10 toes. If one foot is pointed, try to point the other toe as well. And if you are flexing in the back toes, flex through the front. All right. If that front leg is long-ish, please bend the knee, draw the leg in. Finding a brief runner's lunge. Peace fingers of your left hand around your left big toe. Inhale, find your side plank, Vashisthasana. And then transfer that into your one-legged dog, left dog split. Vinyasa of your choice. And that can be something different every single time or the same to downward facing dog. Big breath in, side out. And then do take a moment, child's pose or sit up on your shins. All right. Final little sequence here. All right. On the inhale, all fours, hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Draw your big toes to touch at the back of the mat. Shoulders come over the wrists. Look between your thumbs. Bend the knees, squat back. Look forward, step or jump. Find a half lift. Inhale. And then exhale, fold over. Inhale, bend your knees. Sweep your arms up, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart for balance as you lift your right knee and cross it over left. Eagle legs. Left arm over right, hug half or full. Sink your booty back to twist to your right. Both elbows to the outer right thigh. Find your breath. And then undo your eagle arms. Take your hands to the floor and take a quarter turn to your left. Stepping that right foot in front of left foot. And we're back in that cross-legged forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Left hand stays down. Right hand grabs the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Draw that tail up and back. We've been here before. Go for that little heart opener. Keep your left leg up, but the knee bent. Let the right hand lower. Peace fingers of your left hand reach back and find the left big toe. As you kick your left heel to the back of your mat, find a 90-90 in your legs. And then step that left foot next to the right foot, finding your forward fold to the left long edge of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Figure 4 right ankle, left thigh. Figure 4 seat. Big toe lock. Peace fingers of your right hand around your right big toe. Coming up to Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Be one more time. Then step your right foot to the top of the mat. Plant. From the top up here, half moon pose. It's that seesaw, right hand lowers, left leg floats. And then exhale, step your left foot back into a side angle. Maybe you want to stay as you are. Maybe you want to bind. Maybe you want to look at Vishwamitrasana. Right shoulder underneath the right knee, hand on the outside. Pop onto the ball of your right foot. Grab the pinky toe edge of the foot with the left hand. And see if you can push through the outer blade of the left foot to straighten through your right leg. If you have Vishma, take the foot back down. Release any binds. Inhale, a right down dog split. Maybe a rock star feels nice to open things up. And then inhale, spin it back around to your right down dog split. And exhale, let's enjoy pigeon pose. Right knee behind your right wrist, let it be. Walk your left knee and foot back. Go for a little lift. And then fold over. Let's go for 5 breaths. So we need about, 5 breaths, a little over 30 seconds. And these deep hip openers, slowing down your breath. And usually they're done at the end of the class as we have a little less energy to push back, to resist. So breathing into that right hip. Let the front of the left thigh just expand towards the floor. Big breath in. Side out. Just talking ahead here. Coming back to your palms. Tuck your back toes. Sweep that right leg back and up. Whatever feels good. Maybe hip circles. Maybe a one-legged vinyasa. Or knees, chest, and chin. I've been skipping my chaturangas. Big breath in, sigh out. And then take a moment, child's pose, or sit up on your shins. Smooth out your breath. All right, home stretch here. We'll force to downward facing dog. Big toes to touch, back of the mat. Inhale, shoulders forward, look between the thumbs. Squat back, step or jump. Half lift, inhale, exhale, let it go. Inhale, chair, bend the knees, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart, left knee lifts, wrap it up and over right leg, eagle legs. Right arm over left, teddy bear hug, half or full eagle. Send your booty back, fold over your left thigh, twisting to your left. Breathe into the low back. Release, eagle arms, hug, hands come to the floor. Quarter turn to your right, and then step that left foot to the outside of your right foot. Let the head drop. Inhale, half lift, tented fingers or blocks. Right hand stays down. Left hand grabs the pinky toe edge of your right foot. That is the one behind. Bend the knee, draw the tail up and back. Maybe pulse, maybe look forward. Letting the tail go, but keep your right leg up, knee bend. Left hand lowers. Peace fingers of your right hand reach back. Find the big toe of your right foot. And see, you can kick that heel over to the back edge of the mat. Find the 90-90. And then step right foot next to left, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms up, chair. Exhale, hands to heart. Figure 4, left ankle, right thigh. Figure 4, chair. Peace fingers, left hand around your left big toe. Utthita B as you come up to stand. Hand to the hip or reach your hand out to your right for a counterbalance. Left foot steps to the top of the mat, toes face forward. From up above, seesaw, left hand down, right leg up, half moon pose. And then a giant step back into a side angle. Take your time to decide. Bound. Or take that left shoulder underneath the left knee, hand on the outside of the foot. Pop the left heel, right hand grabs the pinky toe edge of the left foot. Then make it about your right foot. As you roll your right shoulder back, find your breath. And then let the foot go. If you are binding, let the bind go. Inhale, a left down dog split into a rock star, or just bend the knee and open up the hip. And then dial that back around to your left down dog split, to your pigeon pose. Left knee behind the left wrist, let the shin be. You can walk the right knee and foot back as far as you want. And then maybe fold over onto the floor, perhaps on blocks, and take those 5 breaths. Letting your face soften, your jaw, the palms of your hands, top of your back foot. One more breath. And then eventually coming back to palms. Tuck your back toes, sweep your left leg way back up into the sky. Hip circles, pedal out. Maybe that one-legged, regular, knees, chest, and chin, spinal wave, Vinyasa, to your downward facing dog. Big breath in. Longer breath out. Taking your time to come on to your hands and knees. Lower all the way onto your belly. Come onto your forearms. Take your knees as wide as the mat to give your sacrum SI joint space. Myself included, often I see this dumping in the low back here in Sphinx. So you can push into your elbows to lift and lengthen through the front of the chest. Knit the ribs in here in front. And you'll find that the front of your hips will slightly lift off the floor, curling your navel to your spine. And this way you can transfer a lot of the weight, the support into your quads. This can be very helpful if you decide to straighten through your arms and seal, so there's no sinking in the lower back. You can walk your hands back if you want for a greater back bend in the lumbar. Go for one more breath. And then any arm will do. Thread one arm underneath the other to roll onto your back. Find the middle of your mat. Little windshield wiper. To counter the back bend, maybe you want to transition to a happy baby or plow or shoulder stand. If you want a back bend that's a little bit more in your thoracic, you can explore bridge or wheel. Supta Baddha Konasana, bottom of the feet together, knees wide. So always my options to wind down. You're more than welcome to take Shirshasana, a headstand supported first variation. Anything at all that you wish to take to wrap up your practice. And of course, that can also be Savasana, letting the legs lengthen. Hand to heart, to belly, or by your sides as you wish. And all of this is just the other side of the coin, right? We are able, with a conscious decision making, to put in effort, to have our concentration going, our discipline in the shapes, in the vinyasa, in the movement. But finding that practice of conscious relaxation, stillness in the body is also very much still part of the practice. Connecting to our body not just through effort, but also being able to connect to our body through ease. They call this the sthira and the sukha in the yogic tradition. So as you're starting to make your way into Shavasana, give yourself that moment to practice that, feeling all of your body all at once, every cell and fiber of your being, which I think may be the definition of embodiment, embodying our body. So you can let the back of the eyes soften, maybe imagine that the eyeballs are sinking a little deeper into your eye sockets, that the back of your brain is softening into the back of your skull. And especially the area behind the heart is releasing into the floor, allowing for an expansion, opening across the chest, across the heart space. Let the long muscles of the back release into the floor. And notice if there's any tension in the tongue, let the root of the tongue soften in the back of the throat. I would like to offer you an opportunity to stay here a little longer, to enjoy an extended Shavasana. Wow, I apologize for that. That was not a, a wake-up call, but I'm still here in Brooklyn. Apologize for that big honk. So please stay here a little longer if you wish. Or perhaps maybe even take one hand to heart, one hand to belly. If you're lying down, if you're seated, maybe both hands together at the heart space. Just to bow down to that own inner teacher. And please take a moment to thank it. I really mean this. Thank you so much for honoring that inner teacher in your practice with me this day, evening, morning, whenever you are practicing. Maybe you wish to join me in the sound of Om to close this practice, or just enjoy the sound vibrations. Take a big breath in to sigh it out. And inhale to Om if you wish. Thank you so much for your energy, your breath, and your practice. Please let me know if any questions. Reach out, let me know how you get on, and I'll see you on the next one.